Hey guys, welcome to my next video. This look is inspired by the zombies from Z Nation. I am currently obsessed with the show and I wanted to do a look based on it. So I'm starting with a mouth prosthetic. I did this on my face cast and then I just peeled it off once it was dry. It's done with cotton and tissues and liquid latex, and then all of the teeth are made out of clay, and I painted them white with a little bit of nail polish just to give them a base to start off with. I tried to film the process of me making this, but it was just too difficult. And then the neck and forehead piece I just made with cotton and liquid latex. Just spread it out on a sheet and let it dry. Now I'm showing you a bit of my pre-painting process. I'm really sorry that this is shaky, but I wanted to include it. So the gums are painted a pink color, and then obviously the skin around it, I just did a flesh tone. I went over the teeth with some greens and some yellows and a little bit of darkness just to divide them. I realized afterwards that it was a little bit too dark, so I tried to take some of that off. Also, I put some deeper red tones into the gum line there just to help give it some shading. I will come back to this afterwards though and give it a little bit more painting. I just want to start off with a base so it's a little bit easier once I apply it. So I am starting by creating some texture on the rest of my face. So I'm doing a base of liquid latex just to stick the cotton onto my face, taking my cotton, pulling it into a small section, and then really pulling it apart so it's nice and thin, laying it on the face, and then putting latex over top just to give my face that texture, and I'm just creating some interest there and to blend the look together. I'm really sorry for the lighting in this video. I am trying to figure out how to film videos in my dorm room because I went off to school in the fall and that's where I'm at now. That's also why my videos are coming out a little bit slower than I would like them to, but it's an adjustment right now. So here's the dried cotton. I did that ridge on my nose because that's what the zombies in Z Nation look like. They always have that ridge on their nose. And I'll post a picture of the reference photo that I'm using down below. It's a little bit different than the reference photo. That's just kind of what I was doing to help make sure that I was still in the world of Z Nation zombies. So I'm just applying a little bit of black face paint on my lips and some liquid latex to apply the prosthetic that I've pre-painted, making sure it's in the right position. And I also made sure that the sides were split open enough that I could move my mouth comfortably. And here are the forehead and neck pieces applied, as well as the cotton and latex brought down onto my neck to help blend the look together. I didn't bring it down onto all my exposed skin, just onto my neck to give you guys the illusion of what I was going for. Now, a tip for when you're painting over any sort of cotton or tissue with latex, because it does leave that white prosthetic on your face, if you go over it with a darker foundation before going over with the foundation that you want, in this case it's a really pale foundation, it'll help cancel out that ghostly whiteness of it and help the prosthetic blend into your skin a little bit better. So that's what I did before going in with this really, really pale foundation. So that's what you just saw me doing there. And now I'm just making sure to bring this foundation all over my face and down my neck, avoiding my eye area because I am going to be shadowing those later. Now I'm starting to create some shadows and some depth in the look. I'm starting off with a pinky gray color and using that to start off the base of all my shadows, going over the nose, and I focus on that a lot because that's what it looked like in my reference photo, as well as creating shadows on the side of my face and my cheekbones. And then I'm going in with a little bit of gray to help create some texture and deepen up that nose cavity a little bit. And I even go in with a little bit of black on a finer brush just to fine-tune those details. I'm also going over the nose with a little bit of black just to a little bit of depth and creepiness and grossness there. I am now filling in all of the little wounds that I created with the cotton on the side of my face. I didn't purposely make any wounds, I just kind of saw what was naturally there and filled all those in with a nice bright red as a base. Looking back on it, I realized that I probably could have gone with a little bit less of the wounds, but I still like how the product turned out. It was just a little bit more gory than some of the Z Nation zombies are. I'm also going in with some darker reds around the outside and a dark red and a pinky color dotted inside the wounds to give it some nice meaty texture. I'm also going over the gums again to give them some brightness again, just to keep it really gross looking. And I'm just blending that out with the sponge before working on the eyes. I'm starting off with a red cream base just around the eyelids and a little bit up on the brow bone, and blending those out really well before I go in with the shadows. I'm taking a little bit of gray eyeshadow to start, and then I'll come back in with some blacks and some browns to create some more shapes, but mostly I'm focusing it on the crease and in the inner corner of the eye, as well as just underneath the eye. Now, these aren't super realistic shadows because in Z Nation the zombies are a little bit stylized, but you want to avoid some of those purpley shades that I kind of got in there. That's why I went back in with browns to sort of cancel out that purpliness that I got from the gray eyeshadow. I wanted to keep it still looking flesh-toned colors. And I'm just using a makeup sponge to blend out any harsh edges there. Now I'm going in with some fake blood. It doesn't have to be good fake blood, just something cheap, just something that'll give it some glossiness, because it's just going to be in the wounds and then a little bit dotted around the face. I also wanted to put a lot around the mouth because when the zombies turn in Z Nation, they spit out blood, so I wanted to get that really gory, and then I just kind of spattered some all over the face, like he's been an active zombie eating some people. And that's the final look. I really hope you guys enjoyed this. I'm sorry it didn't get out for Halloween. I was trying to, but it just takes a long time to edit these videos and get them out, and I'm really sorry. But I'm going to be trying to get a little bit more frequent in my videos, and I'll see you next time for my next look. And I hope you enjoyed.